Very good afternoon to all. Honorable Chief Justice of India, my sister and brother judges, learned Attorney General, learned Solicitor General, Mr. Vikas Singh, President, Supreme Court Bar Association, and members of the Executive Committee. Thank you. Mr. Manoj Mishra, President SCBA, and members of the Executive Committee. Mr. Pradeep Kumar Rai, Vice President of the Supreme Court Bar Association. Why I have underlined it. Mr. Rahul Kaushik, Secretary, Supreme Court Bar Association, and senior advocates, the learned members of the bar, particularly the younger members, the officers of the registry of the Supreme Court, staff members of the Supreme Court, my family members, ladies, gentlemen. Honorable the Chief Justice and all the learned speakers before me had something to share with you, purportedly in reference to me, but without at all attempting to be at divergence with my learned Chief Justice. I just want to add on one thing as regards some purported information said to have been divulged by my staff or my interns or my law clerks that one of the first requirements or the lessons or the instructions when anybody was joining my office had always been, my chambers particularly, had always been, sir, that confidentiality is the hallmark of anybody working in my office, right? And you can breach anything, you can be indisciplined to the hilt, whatever you want to do, don't want to do, don't do. But if you attempt to make any breach of confidentiality, you may be in trouble. And so I can assure you, sir, that whatever information you have gathered, or your advisors have been able to gather, must have been only those informations which could be divulged without the breach of confidentiality. It has been a wonderful journey here with all of you. It's a great learning experience. It had been these little few months, more than 4 years here in Delhi. I'm humbled by the kind, affectionate words spoken here. I know these are the words coming out of your excessive love and affection for me, and I'm greatly indebted for that. I know I've placed myself only as just one of the workers, a contributor of this great institution where we as judges are, I would prefer to say, transit tourists, nothing more than that. And in these corridors, judges come, judges go, the institution keeps on marching ahead from strength to strength because of continuous, permanent, unending, incessant contribution of the learned members of the bar, and it is the bar that is permanent. We also, our position in bar is always safe and permanent. So after today's ceremonial bench also, the advice of one of my learned brothers, and I requested Mr. Kaushik if I could meet the learned members of the bar. So it was so kind of you, so nice of you today, being that Friday flying day for all of you. You took time to say hello to me. Thank you, thanks everybody, thank you so very much. Mr. Vikas Singh is so nice of him, always being standing as a meaningful, confident president of the Bar Association. In this auditorium and in these kind of events, Mr. Vikas Singh would always make a point that tenure or judges need to be something different or something more. We all are bound by the Constitution. Tenure is also fixed. As at present, I am not saying anything about whether this tenure should be more, less, or what. But what I always felt like is that when you say about the time for life, it's not the time which matters, it's the life in the time that matters. And whatever little time I had, how much life I had been able to contribute, that is for the bar, who's the judge of the judges always is to decide. I'll leave it at that only, but as a humble servant of the Constitution, I've tried to contribute my part towards strengthening of our great institution, one, and marching ahead of our great nation, for which all of us always work together. I'm thankful to the learned members of the bar for their immense great contribution, one, and secondly, reposing faith in us, and of course, if I can say so, tolerating me also for whatever mistakes I might have committed. Thank you so very much. Just deviating a bit because as the Chief Justice rightly said, when Mr. Pradeep Kumar Rai got up and took the stage, Honorable Chief Justice was very keenly looking for the googly or six or bounce or whatever to come. For nobody else, probably that any googly or bounce, the Chief Justice said that maybe it was just a reverse sweep kind of a thing, and maybe one of those stylish shots and nothing more than that. But the googly came for me, I tell you. Mr. Pradeep Kumar Roy, without even asking me about copyright or content, picked up all those stories which I had to share somewhere and well, shared with you. Thank you, Mr. Rai. Great stories, yeah. my involvement as regards like one of the greatest movies we had the occasion to admire, that is Mughal-e-Azam, probably Mr. Rai indicated about that. Yes, there are great lessons from each and every story available with us. Uh, he asked about, ultimately the question remains as to where Anarkali had gone. Listening to him, I was tempted to, because some of my colleagues, judges sometimes, particularly in Allahabad and particularly Kutsi, the Honorable Chief Justice, that Lucknow I spent a lot of time and to share a few great moments from that movie. So, Mr. Pradeep Roy said, Anarkali, Kaal Gayi. There was a very interesting scene in that movie when Salim is ultimately defeated, beaten, and brought to the court of Shershah, and the charges are read out. It was said that ये सारे इल्जामात वापस लिए जा सकते हैं, तुम्हारी तमाम नादानियां और नाफरमानियां माफ की जा सकती हैं यदि तुम अनारकली हमें दे दो। There's a long series of dialogues. I won't trouble you with that. The interesting part was in the last, when Salim ultimately says that अगर आज शहंशाह इंसाफ के पर्दे में अपनी शिकस्त का इंतकाम भी लेना चाहता है तो उसे अनारकली नहीं मिलेगी, उसे अपने बेटे की जान लेनी होगी। The answer was, इंसाफ हमें बेटे से ज्यादा अजीज है। Friends, this is what we are. Insaf, justice, is dearer to a judge than anything else. And that is what our system has always been. A judge, when he joins the office of a judge, that's what I've been sharing with my judicial officers in Judicial Academy. You don't stand for the plaintiff or the defendant or the complainant or the accused. You just look at the cause and nothing else. Nothing else matters for a judge. Well, whoever is on the right side of the cause, well, the decision may be in his favor, may not be in his favor. That is how Panch Parmeshwari's story, as Mr. Pradeep Rai shared with you. And there are a lot of our own narratives, friends. The point which I am making here is, we, our country, we as a nation, we have substantial narratives of our own. We need not look at any other jurisdiction, any other narrative to have validation of our narratives. Rather, our narrative is the validation of the other narratives. That is what our system has been. The principles of equality, friends, for which we all exist and work, It's not that anybody else has given it to us. Our Rigveda starts with that. Nobody is judged and nobody is punished. That is how equality is ingrained in each one of our teachings. That is how, if we start admiring our narratives, if we respect, first of all, we look at our own narratives, and then we admire how much of the life, the teachings are already available there. We need not look at any other narrative. In fact, the other narratives have been the learning drawn and inspiration drawn from us. We need to be, well, proud of that. Friends, as Honorable Chief Justice indicated, my journey starting from 8th of March 1981, being enrolled as a lawyer, going to the bench in my home state Rajasthan, to the Sangam in Allahabad, that exotic beauty of Meghalaya, center of art and traditions, culture in Karnataka, and finally here, the pivot, Delhi. Well, every place there had been great days of learning, particularly with the learned members of the bar, every day, taking life one day at a time, and I felt every day had been another learning day. And in a judge's life, no single day would go waste when the teachings which are available from the very presentations of the learned members of the bar are imbibed, and that is what we do. And in fact, a lot many principles, a lot many progressions have been made with the contributions of the members of the bar, and that is why I keep on insisting on younger members of the bar that the baton would be handed over to you. You have to be confident about yourself. You must realize that it is a bar that is a mirror of the society, and in fact, it is the society that depends, if at all, for anyone to be support, to be an umbrella in the time of need. It is the bar, it's the learned advocates, the learned counselors that they rely upon. Therefore, you being those persons on whom the society relies upon, you can't be non-confident, you can't be wavering, you can't be wanting in your hard work and your dedications, friends. Friends, fraternity I've been talking about, and this is one particular aspect we always keep on talking about. We keep on reminding ourselves also about fraternity, the commitment in our constitution. But to admire that and to inculcate that in our working, we need to start from the first word of our constitution, is WEV. And it at multiple times, our preamble of the constitution uses the expression us, our, all. It is fraternity about, togetherness about. Friends, maturation of birds is a great phenomenon of the nature where we find not many birds, particularly migrating birds, moving around, swooping around in different formations. And particularly the evening times, we find those birds making so many of different formations and combinations. And we are wonderstruck about that migration. The point is, as some scientists made the studies, and what they found was that every bird upon that particular formation to continue to function that way and continue to move around that way. Every single bird has to make 100 million calculations per second for that particular formation. Well, there, one bird not hitting the other. Friends, it's the beauty of that vibration. If we admire that and then just ask ourselves that if they can do that, well, why not we all working together and ensure fraternity, which is the promise of our constitution, friends. We can definitely do that. And do that much to our own advantages. Differences and diversities are two aspects which we come across very many times. To understand and imbibe the difference between the differences and diversities, that goes a long way for a lawyer to, and for any law professional for that matter, to contribute better. It's not the negativity of differences that helps or supports us, but it is the multiplicity available in diversities. What our country is. We admire when diversities, the fraternity goes from strength to strength, and that is what I have seen here. The learned members of the bar drawn from different states, different regions, Bar Association particularly. The fraternity is in play from all angles, and I would always wish the Supreme Court Bar Association, and for that matter, the Supreme Court Advocates on Retired Association also, being the associations at the apex level of the judicial institution, will be the role models for all other bar associations also, or for that matter, all the law professionals to follow. You need to lead by example. You have been leading by example. And therefore, words of praise or words of compliment for the learned members of the bar here in Delhi will always be, I would be falling short in those words. But I sincerely express my deep sense of gratitude for all the learned members of the bar for their immense contributions. Friends, while closing for the day, I have heard not many good words from the learned speakers and other dignitaries. I'm humbled. At just starting from a trial court lawyer to this court, Supreme Court of India, I've always believed that we are just one of the contributors, one of the role players. Nothing extraordinary about anybody, even if he has been able to contribute something different or extra. Yes, if we fail in our contribution, if we are not able to contribute, then definitely the question marks may arise. And else, so far as listening to praises is concerned, I will be closing with that. Great Dr. Rajendra Prasad on 24th of January 1950, nearly closing of the Constituent Assembly, after a lot many praises, etc., I had something to share. I'm just reciting what great Rajendra Prasad said. Before that, I would say Pradeep Rai Saab narrated that story of Kalidas encounter with Ma Saraswati. The moral of the story was that at last, Saraswati, when Kalidas was checkmated from all kind, or from all questions, and he understood that the lady knows much more than we human. Ma Saraswati, as the story goes, said that Kalidas, you are definitely one of the most learned persons, no doubt about it. But when I asked you as to who are you, you felt offended. I just asked your name. You being a great person, and according to you, it was worthless to give your name or state your name to an illiterate woman standing on a well in the village. So you felt offended and you said all other things. I'm a traveler, yes, stubborn, fool, and, but not your name. You being a learned person, but there's one thing which has overtaken all your learning, and that was your ego. That all your achievements, all your knowledge are of no use if you are having ego with you. So if anybody asks you who are you, just humbly say your name. It won't matter. You won't be losing your position. That is what the great that story was about. Again, I would repeat, we have got great many of such narratives within us, in our own literature, in our own stories.